are. That should be recording for you now there. One last thing I have to do here so that everything looks right here. All right. Okay, that should do. Charles, would you mind if I gave you this, and then at the end I'm going to get you just to pass them to the ladies here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, yes, that's right. That's right. All right. I think we're good here. Okay, so they don't blow away. So I looked up and I saw that Gordon's service was at an Anglican church.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're looking at an Anglican. So my mother's great-great-great-grandfather was the first Anglican minister in the province of Nova Scotia. His name was William Tuddy. He preached his first sermon where Province House sits in Halifax now. And where T-U-T-T-Y was Mom's maiden name, Tuddy. And wherever they went, they built a church. They built an Anglican church. Louisbourg, Big Lorraine, Coxey, they were everywhere. It was downtown Sydney. There was always, Mom's family were always involved. So it's a privilege to be here today to help you out with this for sure. And I lost my own dear, near 100-year-old mother last year, so I've got her prayer book here.
Oh.
And I figured that Gordon might appreciate from the old
Yeah,
Anglican book.
yeah.
I do have the new one as well for another prayer, but I'm going to use the old one that he would have known as a young fellow. So, I am the resurrection and the life, saith the Lord. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and at the end he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. Whether we live, or whether we live to the Lord, or whether we die to the Lord. Whether we live therefore or die, we are the Lord's. For to this end Christ died and lived again, that he might be the Lord of both the dead and the living. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who according to his abundant mercy has begotten us again unto a living hope by the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, to an inheritance incorruptible, undefiled, that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for Gordon. And I'm going to read, after speaking to Joan yesterday, one that we've heard many times, and in this lovely pasture, this is a perfect place to read this piece. When you look around and you see, you know, the green and the ocean and the mountains in behind, this is a perfect resting place for Gordon, and a perfect psalm to read in his presence. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside the still waters. He revives my soul and guides me along the pathways for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You have anointed my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. One other reading that I chose is from the book of Job 19, verses 23 to 27. It's one of my favorites, and I thought maybe I'd read this. I come up and saw this lovely stone here yesterday. I wanted to come up. I had another burial and with Sydney Memorial, and I wanted to come up and have a look, and I just thought it was a lovely family spot there. Oh, that my words were recorded, that they were written on a scroll, that they were inscribed with an iron tool on lead or stone and engraved in a rock forever. I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will stand on the earth. And after my skin has been destroyed, yet in my flesh I will see God. I myself will see him, with mine own eyes, I, and not another, how my heart yearns within me. And of course, when you have everything queued up, all of a sudden it changes its mind. So I'll have it there in a second. Maybe I do need to stand. All right, we should be good here now. All right. So when I spoke to Joan, I heard the word maybe sing something. So I didn't know that I was going to have to do this today, but I've been doing this a lot more since COVID. I was organist and choir director at Trinity United in the Pier for 15 years. Loved, it's where I gained my love of the community. My father was hung out in the Pier and in the community in Glace Bay, and knew a lot of lovely people in both communities. So I've done a bit of singing since COVID because there's no choirs anymore. They've decided they like sitting in the pews. So I'm going to sing this piece, which I hope is a blessing to you. It was written by Ira Stampville, I Know Who Holds Tomorrow.